Good morning. Morning. Welcome to Unitarian Coastal Fellowship, a place where many paths meet, where we honor the rich tapestry of spiritual traditions, and where all are welcome to explore their own connection to the sacred. I am Reverend Leslie Runnels, and I use she, her pronouns, joined today with Laura Prestwich, who also uses she, her pronouns. And today is our multi-generational worship service. So we're going to have the children, the young at heart with us all day. So we've set up an intention table over here, and we have some tags that the young people are free to color on and fill out. These are the tags we're going to put on your little backpack. They say UCF loves you, and Sarah's made like a UCF chalice out of this one. But there's paper on the back, so you can draw anything you want on it. You can put your name on it. You can draw a heart, whatever you want. So those are in a basket over there. You can go over there at any time you want. If you don't feel like going over there right now, but in the middle of the service you get kind of antsy, go on over there and have some fun, okay? Let's see what else. There are also extra books down here if anybody wants to read a book during worship service. Big gratitude today. We have Megan Smith joining us on piano, Karen Baggett as our song leader, Susan and Harriet, Harriet just got back from South Africa. We're so happy to have her home. They'll be making all the Zoom magic and AV magic happen today. Come on in. We got extras. See, there's some over there. Welcome, welcome. If you are joining us for the first or second time today, would you raise your hands that we may welcome you? Yeah, Norman back there. Okay, great. If you would like to introduce yourself, we'll bring the microphone around. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So we are introvert friendly.
Hi, Norman.
I'm Norman White from Cedar Point.
Welcome, Norman.
Norman White. We know you. We know you. Anybody else?
My name's Cheney Flanagan, and I live in Newport.
And I'm Klaus Flanagan from Newport.
Great. Welcome, Jenny and Klaus. And Millie, did you want to introduce yourself? Anybody else over there?
My name is Millie Sparks, and I'm from Davis.
Welcome. Welcome, Millie. And now, Sarah, you can bring the microphone. We're going to find out who's joining us on Zoom today. Who decided to stay home in the rain?
Hey, so we've got Dan Phillips, Michelle Crepeau, Kay and Daryl Lynch, and Landon Ellswick.
Nice. Let's wave to them on Zoom. We miss you, wish you were here, glad you're with us. Couple of announcements today. September 7th, so that's not this coming Sunday, but the next one is a very special worship service. We now have 3 classrooms for our children's education, religious education. So we're going to do a little bit of a graduation ceremony during service because people will be moving. Some will be graduating from the nursery to the elementary. Some will be graduating from the elementary to the middle school, and that's a big deal because we haven't had a middle school classroom before. So we're going to make a big deal of it, and we're going to have a lot of fun. So I just want to make sure all the parents know, bring your kids because we're going to shower them with a lot of love and affection. And if they don't like that, bring them anyway. Sorry, Aiden. September 14th is our water communion. That's a very special tradition that we have, and it's where you bring some waters from home with you or from anywhere that you want to bring waters from. You can bring them in a jar from home if you want, but if you need a little vial, we have some vials out in the vestibule for you to bring home and bring it back, and I think that's 3 weekends. And the last announcement I have is to read a card that we got the other day from Craig Harms, who sent us a $10,000 donation. I know. I'll ignore the part about the tax receipt, and we'll just go straight on to When she and Dad moved to Morehead City in 2009, Mom found her people when she found UCF. This community was an amazing source of support and friendship and inspiration over the years. Mom would want to support its continuation. This gift is unrestricted for greatest need. And that is my favorite part of the message, because that means we can use it for whatever we need to use it for. We don't have to wait till we have like a gay men's choir or something like that, right? Which might take a while. We can use this money when we need it. Wisely, the treasurer takes the check away from me and has put it into savings. All right. So that's all of our announcements. We're now going to settle in and center down, find our connection to the sacred, find our connection to each other, prepare for a beautiful hour of worship service. And we will let music deepen our way.
Good morning. We affirm the unfailing renewal of life. Rising from the earth and reaching for the sun, all living creatures, especially that one, shall fulfill themselves. We affirm the steady growth of human companionship, rising from ancient cradles and reaching for the stars. People the world over shall seek the ways of understanding. We affirm a continuing hope that out of every tragedy, the spirits of individuals shall rise to build a better world. And now let us speak these words together as one. Come, Let us worship together. All right, Riley, would you like to come light our chalice for us? Parker's already signed up for it. All right, hold that, Riley. Join me, Parker. Just enough. Join me. Go ahead and light our chalice there, Parker. We also light our peace candle to remind ourselves that peace is a process that requires work. It is not merely the absence of conflict, but the presence of justice.
All right, so during our multi-generational worship services, we have a new program we've started called Friends Feeding Friends. And we have a free food pantry that is outside, so anybody has access to it at any time. And we collect food during this part of the worship service. So we have actually, how about the children? Riley, Aiden shaking his head no. Bella, would you mind? Nope, Bella's no. Nope. Parker, you up to it again? All right, they're going to bring around these baskets to collect. Oh, thank you, Haley. Hallie. Who is it?
Ymir.
Ymir, you want to help pick up some food for us too? Thank you. Thank you. Megan, that was fun. All right, this is you, actually.
And now, with such gratitude for the gifts that we have shared together, please rise in body or spirit and sing our anthem for this month, hymn number 123, Spirit of Life, as led by our lovely song leader, Miss Karen Baggett.
Okay, we're going to sing this in unison the first time through, and then you can look in the book, 123, for your harmony parts, or you can improvise.
Oh
Each week, we make space and time to be human and celebrate our joys and sorrows together. Many of you come with joy in your hearts and with sorrow in your hearts. So we have a ritual here where we're going to come down 2 rows here. We line up around the edge there and around this aisle here. And you come and you select a rock or a crystal or a shell or a bell or a bacan or whatever you find in there. Give it whatever you need to give it, and then place it in the bowl of water. And this becomes sacred water. It becomes the water of connection and community. And it is a great way for us to hold each other in our joys and sorrows. So I invite you now to line up along these edges. We have one more coming, but I'll go ahead and share some community concerns. Laura, would you be prepared for two rocks to place? The first rock we place for the people of Florida who are in deep resistance to the enforced removal of Rainbow Pride crosswalks across the state. May your love never be removed. For Donna Boone, who went into the hospital last week, we want to send her and her family extra love and look forward to seeing her return. Great, good news, good news. And John Probst says that Janine is doing better, but her short-term memory is nearly completely gone to her dementia, so we are sorry that that is happening, and know that this community holds you in love. Joan Burton lost her nephew as well as her aunt this past week. Very sorry to hear that. T. King is asking for some extra prayers, so we will definitely send you more love today for what you need, okay? We love you. And Wendy has good news that her mom is out of the hospital after 30 days and feeling much better. Amen. Have one more coming. Do you want to place a stone, Monique? Oh, two more, okay. Janet, Drew, Hope, and George, they cleared the lot next to our house. While we are excited about our new neighbors, we grieve the loss of homes for all the birds, turtles, and foxes. May they find new homes. I definitely, they cut down 3 trees in my front yard a couple of months ago, and I was just a mess. Monique has a job interview today after radio silence from Companies for Months. May that interview go so well. May you find a job. By the light of this chalice, let us hold together. Take a moment to hold in our hearts all that is known to us and unknown who are struggling. For the joys, for the sorrows and concerns shared here, may you feel our sympathy and compassion. And may we take a moment to open our hearts to joy, ours or that of others, known to us and unknown. We join you in celebration. For all that remains unspoken, both joy and sorrow, may the caring of this community offer you both kindness and hope. We are going to deepen once more into silence for a time of meditation. I'm going to begin with a poem, and then we'll enter into silence for a few minutes, and then music will bring us out of the meditation. Feel free to close your eyes if you like. Spirit of life, I have witnessed a loud love, an out loud love that challenges me. I did not recognize it at first, the rumble of an ocean I had long been under. But here it is right now, and it looks just like the whole world could be. It doesn't play nice. Why should it, when nice has only ever played it a lullaby? This love demands a love so loud it lays rocks at the feet of children who can't find their path home across the pipeline any other way. This love is indifferent to tolerance. It invites you into your own heart where God, love self, has come to take tea with you. Drink and know that like other love, this love always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Perseveres. This out loud love makes no secret of its aim to get you free. But first, set fires. Throw the poison to the ground. Match the love, sound for sound. Spirit of life, come and bring everyone. We're giving birth to something new. In the journey of our lives, our spiritual process, we encounter blessings all along the way. In many faith traditions, blessings are seen as divine gifts bestowed upon us by a higher power or cosmic force. But in Unitarian Universalism, where we embrace a variety of spiritual perspectives, we might ask ourselves, what does it mean to be blessed? Who is doing the blessing? Who is authorized to give a blessing? And who is authorized to do the authorizing? As Unitarian Universalists, we can consider the notions of blessings as not merely bestowed upon us by external forces, but also of ways of experiencing and appreciating the world around us. Blessings can be found in both grand and simple moments, an unexpected act of kindness, the magnificence of a sunrise, the warmth of a shared smile, a baby's giggle, holding the hand of a dying elder. I got a blessing this morning when I saw the precious 5-year-old child wearing a Venom shirt. We're not doing Mickey Mouse around here. We also find a blessing anytime we hold the hand of a dying elder. Later in the worship service, we're going to do backpack blessings to send our children off to school, and then we will also do a quiet reflection on blessings for our teachers. To begin, I want to offer up 3 types of blessings that you might consider in your lives. The blessing of connection. One of the most joyful blessings we can experience is our connection with each other. The relationships we cultivate, whether with family, friends, right here in this congregation, or in the broader community. These relationships that we nurture, that we feed, deepen our lives in profound and magical ways. These connections allow us to celebrate more deeply together, to build trust, though, that we can struggle with hard concepts and context, and to also support each other in those hard times. And we know hard times are always right around the corner if they aren't right now. When we cherish our connections, we recognize that in giving and receiving love, we are indeed blessed. The blessing of resilience. Life. This beautiful, amazing gift its own blessing, is not always easy. We all face challenges and hardships, personally and in community together. And you may be tired of being resilient. You might be tired of the word resilient itself. I know I am. Because over the years, we have had to live through what our systems of oppression deal out every day. Yet even in difficult times, political, physical and health, emotional, family struggles, school or work challenges, weather impacts, we can find blessings in our resilience and capacity to grow, our capacity to stretch when we're compressed, our capacity to do hard things. Each challenge we overcome, each lesson we learn, each relationship we repair contributes to our strength and our character, not just as individuals, but as a congregation. By embracing our struggles as opportunities for growth and not just some bad thing that has happened, we can find a deeper appreciation for the journey we share together through it all. One last blessing, a blessing of generosity. One of the most profound ways to experience blessings is through acts of generosity and kindness. When we give of ourselves, whether through time, resources, or compassion, we open ourselves to receive blessings in return. Generosity creates a cycle of goodwill and fosters a sense of community and interconnectedness. These generous acts can inspire others to also be generous. And that creates this ripple effect where one act of kindness can lead to a chain of positive actions. We create a culture of kindness and compassion and generosity. May you all have an abundance of blessings. All right, so now we are going to be blessing some backpacks, book bags, laptop thingies, whatever you brought today. We're going to invite our young students to join us up here for a little time. So those of you, whatever you brought, a backpack, if you're wearing a hoodie is good, a purse is good if you want to come up, whatever you want to come up and bring. We have these special tags that we're going to bless you with. And we're going to do teachers and staff support later. All right. If you made a tag at the intention table, bring it up with you. Did you make one? All right, so Laura is going to put a tag on your backpacks. Oh, you can maybe tie it onto your strings there. You can get Laura to do it for you if you want. All right, you ready for one? Do you want to pick one? This one? Whoop. Where you want it? On one of those, you got it. And don't go far, because we're going to throw something in the bags for you. You want to come here and I'll do yours? All right, so we have placed a tag on everybody's bag that they brought up that either has the UCF chalice Parker made a beautiful smiley face on his. We also have one that says UCF loves you. So we are sending our kids off to school with these. But I know a lot of you have already started back to school, and that it can be a very exciting time, and it can also be a time when maybe you have like a little bit of nerves. Maybe you're going to a new school, you don't know your friends there yet, so it can be a little scary. Or maybe you're just like super excited. So your friends here at this church want to make sure that you are supported by blessing your backpacks and your notebooks. All right, so let's start by understanding what a blessing is. I just said a little bit about a blessing, but Laura, what does a blessing mean to you?
I think a blessing is all the love and good vibes you can gather and give to someone else.
I love that. For me, I think a blessing is when we use our hearts to send love and good care to a person, or even something big like the ocean. It's how we show we care, and all of the good things that we want to happen to you. So we are going at this church, so by giving your church home here a chance to bless your school supplies, you're carrying their good intentions with you when you go to school or when you do your schoolwork at home. So we're going to fill these backpacks and notebooks with blessings. We're going to name a blessing aloud, and then we are going to roll that blessing up into a ball, and we are going to pitch it towards these children with their backpacks. So y'all can turn around and show your backpack to the congregation. Maybe open it up so your blessings can get in there. Riley, all right, so what's the blessing that's coming? Joellen, what are you going to throw them? Lots of good times at school. So pitch that. All right, awesome. Who's got another one? What you got, Adam? You're going to be just fine. You're going to be just fine. That's the blessing. Marty.
I'm throwing a blessing that you remember that we are behind you when you feel nervous or uncomfortable at any second. We're right there with you.
That we are right here with you. You are not alone. What you got back there, Maria?
I'm throwing courage when things get hard.
Courage for when things get hard. Anybody else? What you got there? Luck. Yeah, because sometimes you need a luck on that geometry test, don't you? What else? Anything else we want to throw up here to these children? A love of learning. Absolutely. What you got?
Old friends and new friends.
Oh, to make old friends and new friends. Beautiful. Any last blessings we want them to have? Good memory. Yes. And I will just throw that my blessing to you is that you and your teachers respect each other, and that enables you to have fun while you learn. All right? So let's just throw lots of blessings at them. You can pick up your backpack now and return to your seats. All right, and we're going to do the teachers a little bit later. Our special music today is a video sung by PS22. You know what PS means? PS22? Public schools. Do we love public schools? Do we support public schools? And they are from Staten Island, New York. They are a chorus that sing all the time. They have tons of videos up on YouTube. And Karen Baggett sent me this one the other day to say, I think this one might match. So a lot of you are going to know this song. We invite you to sing along very quietly so that we can hear the children's voices too. Okay? Let her rip.
Ladies, listen up. The video is showing the pink salt trick that melts belly fat while you sleep.
Teach your children. So now, each of you should have a piece of paper, a small piece of paper and a pen. And it doesn't have to be each of you because you're actually going to do this in pairs. So as long as somebody near you has a piece of paper. We're going to invite you into a short time of reflection to think about what blessings you would want to give to the teachers right here at this fellowship. So there are some teachers here who teach the children during religious education hours, and there are some teachers here who teach after school, at school and after school hours. You know, Megan also teaches piano, and someday Parker is going to play for us. But what are some of the things that you would like to give as a blessing to them? And what I'm going to want you to do is to think about what does it mean to teach Unitarian Universalism to young people. That's what our teachers here do. So what does it mean to you who are Unitarian Universalist? Why is that important? And what would you want the teachers who are teaching to know? And what does it mean to teach children in general? What prayer or blessing do you want to write to the teachers? So you're going to pair up together in twos or threes or whatever, and you're going to talk to each other about what you would want. Like, why do you think a blessing of patience might be good for a teacher? Or why the blessing of courage might be good for a teacher? Why the blessing of community might be a blessing to a teacher? So y'all are going to talk to each other, and you're going to write that blessing down on a piece of paper. Here's the instructions. If you are writing a blessing to one of the adults here who teaches our children in the religious education wing, you're going to write UCF at the top. And that way I know it's for the religious educators here, that blessing. And if you're not writing it to one of the teachers here, you're writing it to teachers in general, you don't need to put that up at the top. And we're going to come around. I'm going to ask maybe some of the kids to help us with another part. We have this blue box here. The blue box is for anything that says UCF at the top. We're going to put that in the box, And then we're going to bring it to our religious education classes next week for the teachers to hear these blessings that you have for them. And then the other one, we are going to use a basket to come around and pick up the general teacher blessings, and we're going to read a few of those aloud, and whatever we don't get to, or maybe all of them, I'm going to make a little video of these blessings. I'm going to put it up on our YouTube, I'm going to put it up on our Facebook, and we're going to have it in our weekly wave, so that any teacher across this area gets these blessings to them. Okay? So get together, do a little chatty chat, and write a blessing. Megan, if you want to play something, you can. All right. I love that. Thing over there. All right. so if you are a teacher or support staff, Laura reminds me, Laura works at a school. She just got a great new job at the high school, right? And bus drivers, there's a shortage of bus drivers about getting our kids to school. So if you want to get your CDL license, which is not that hard, and become a relief bus driver, that would be great. So if you are a teacher, an administrator, anything like that, we're going to, here is one for you. Who else do we have? Megan, I know we got you. Who else are our teachers? There's Joanne. And you. Other teachers.
Teaching our super active gymnastics kids.
Maybe next year we're handing out lots of these because we have lots of bus drivers in the congregation. All right, I'm going to, you want to read a couple? Why don't you find one that a couple you want to read? Let's see. Here's a blessing for all teachers. I bless you with the courage to stand up for all your students.
This one's especially important. Peace of mind and restful nights. Enthusiasm, wisdom, encouragement, patience, and inquisitiveness.
This one says, the blessing of community. Sometimes we live in a hard area, and we are always behind you. One more.
The support staff, who are always here to support. Yay, go us. The wonder of science. That's super important right now. Patience and love, energy and passion.
Absolutely. Well, there are a lot more blessings, so we're going to make a cute little blessing video, and maybe I can even talk Laura into doing it with me. Look at that. Nothing like on-the-spot volunteerism. Wake up. Okay. Actually, this is you. Oh, just in conclusion, as we go forth from this place, let us carry with us the awareness of the many blessings that enrich our lives. May we continue to seek and recognize the blessings in our connections to each other, in nature, in our moments of mindfulness, in our resilience, and in our acts of generosity. Let us be open to the abundance of life and share that abundance with those around us.
Every month we share the plate with a community organization, and this month's organization is ULACON, which stands for the Union of Latinos in Eastern North Carolina. They are already providing these services for mental health support, education, translation, advocacy, and a lot more right here in our area, and especially inside of our schools where we don't often have enough translators to go around. Yeah, that's super important. So they're doing a lot more, and there's so much more that our Latino, Latina, Latinx communities need, especially during this current administration. So, yes, amen. Please give generously. They're facing a lot of challenges, and I know we can be there to support them monetarily and emotionally. join in blessing this offering with hymn number 402, From You I Receive. Now, please rise in body or spirit, and let's sing together hymn number 396, I Know This Rose Will Open.
Oh, look what greeted me. UCF loves you. Isn't that sweet? Okay, this is going to be sung as a round eventually, but first we're going to sing it through twice in unison. We're going to sing it through twice in unison. Can you hear me better now? Okay, we're going to sing it through twice in unison. Okay, Megan, would you play it through for us once? And, oh, wait, I forgot. After we sing it in unison, 4 parts. See 4 lines up there? Okay. Part where first, this group is going to start singing, and when they start to sing the second line, half of this group is going to start the first line. And when they start to sing the second line, this group is going to sing the first line. And when they sing the second line, this group is going to sing the first line. And we'll do that twice. So wish us luck, right? Okay. First 2 times we're singing it in unison, and then we'll break into parts. Okay.
Just side note, guys, if you're new to UCF and you're wondering, is it always like this? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And we have fun doing it, don't we? All right. Now, please join me in reading our chalice extinguishing words. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. And now in Español. Extinguimos esta llama, pero na la luz de la verdad, el calor de comunidad o el fuego de nuestro compromiso. Estos los llevaremos en el corazón hasta que estemos juntos otra vez.
All right, it is our tradition in this congregation to join hands around the edges of the sanctuary. If you'd like to stay in the middle and be surrounded in love, please do so. Bust in here. Oh, we got a lot today. Little puppy dog. All right. All right. We are linked and we are surrounding. We are love. All right, hang on now. We're gonna do our benediction here. I wish you the peace that comes when we trust ourselves to meet whatever life brings. I wish you love beyond happy endings, the kind of love that seeps into everything, no matter where the story goes. Amen. Amen. And now you can join us for coffee and snacks next door.